Hello, every pony, and welcome back to Fan of Fridays, where we can check out all the fanfics that are not pony related. Why? Because they all float down here, Georgie. They all float. It's a little bit early before the reference. It is never too early for a net reference, Trixie! Sakura Haruno. I know there are probably a lot more female anime heroines that are very divisive in fandom or in anime lore in general. But good golly, I don't think I've ever seen a female anime project as divisive, as angry about, or pissed off as Sakura. And if I may say my personal opinion about her, well, I can because this is my show, my rules. Na 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 na. I think a lot of this is just unwarranted, especially when you take Sakura and compare her to other anime heroines. Now, I'm not talking about girls like Sailor Moon or your typical Maho Senshi girl or even your Maho Magical girl. I'm talking about other anime heroines in Sakura's field. Karudono. Yeah, I can talk smack about Kenshin. It may be my favorite manga of all time, but I can talk a little bit about it. Karudono. Awesome swordsman. Can do jack shit against Shishio and all his men. Hell, her only real victory is against that transvestite. Thank you, Oda-sama. Most of the time, other anime heroines in Sakura's category are, well, more useless than she is. Uber bitchy. Yeah, you people who claim that Sakura's bitchy, I dare you to compare her to TT. And I'm not talking early Dragon Ball TT where she was cute and spunky. I mean Dragon Ball Z TT. And tell me who's the more bitchy one. Here's a hint. It's Chi-Chi. Or claims to be strong, but it's relatively useless. Sakura, well, she helps take out Kaguya. Keeps Naruto alive! Yeah, people tend to leave that part out where Sakura cuts open Naruto's chest and starts hand pumping his blood to get his body back. And is the one responsible for saving Sasuke's little ass back during the fight with Kaguya. But it's interesting, people cut that out. But you know what this means? I think it's about time to express why I'm such a staunch Sakura defender. And why I'm a lover of Saku. With only one thing. It's time. I have actually, thanks to my little brother, have found what I think is probably going to be the best Naruto fic on this channel. And yes, this one deserves its trope page. Not Chunin Exam Day, not some of the other Naruto Groundhog Day fics, but this one. It truly deserves a trope page. So, without further ado, right here as we here at the Treeberry Memorial Library, it's actually with the Konoha National Library, and enjoy! A Twist in Time by Wolf08. Nice. A good fic plus a nice screen name. I approve. Chapter 1. Last Mission. The soft glow of a crescent moon shimmered through the haze of clouds, casting long shadows on the abandoned roads and alleys. Close to the forest of trees was Konoha, village hidden in the leaves, where medley civilians and ninja reside. An uncharacteristic eeriness has swept through the village. Oh no, that's just Orochimaru popping up on Tuesdays. The shops were closed down, the bowls bolted shut. Darkness, emptiness, not a soul stirred in sight. Except for one. As a result of years spent training in the art of survival, Sakura effortlessly concealed the sound of her sandals pounding against the surface of the dirt road. She moved swiftly and purposely, sparing only a glance or two over her shoulder at the empty streets behind her. There was no wind to tug at her pale, pink, shoulder-length of hair, or light to highlight the emotion brimming behind her emerald green eyes. She arrived at the base of the flight stairs leading to the tower at the heart of the village and began to climb them. Her legs quivering in the icy air, and her stomach clenched in anticipation. When she reached the top, she hesitated for a moment before disappearing behind a set of doors. "You summoned me?" Sakura asked once the door to the Hokage's office was securely closed behind her. The dimly lit office was cluttered with stacks of dusty books, scrolls, and ninja tools. At the largest desk in the center of the room sat a beautiful, middle-aged woman with blonde hair tied in two parts. "You know why you are here, Sakura." Tsunade replied briskly, beckoning the chair facing her desk with a wave of her hand. "Please, sit down." Sakura obeyed, took a seat facing the village's Hokage, and stared expectantly at her mentor's face. Tsunade was so self-assured that even during the times of total confusion and chaos, she always knew just what to do. The flicker of doubt that crossed Tsunade's features must have been Sakura's imagination. The blonde woman rose from her chair, walked to the floor-length window behind the desk, gazing upon her village. "War is upon us," she muttered gravely. The edges of Sakura's ears prickled. This was not news to her. But that sure didn't make the information any easier to digest. The village was on high security, emergency lockdown, and Orochimaru was at large, so it made sense that something terrible was brewing. Tsunade's eyes darted back in Sakura's direction. South Village spies were detected at the forts in the village outskirts. After capturing and interrogating one, an Anbu Block Ops team conferred you'll strike tonight. Sakura's chest tightened. Hearing the words spoken aloud made the reality of the situation really sink in. The war in Konoha was at its inception. Her nightmares would soon be realized. "Tsunade-sama, how many villagers know?" Sakura asked. A feeling of panic came over her. Hundreds of helpless families were locked in their homes across the village, declaring their own. "I intend to in an hour or so, if I have to," Tsunade murmured tragically. Confused by her response, Sakura asked, "You mean you plan to preempt an attack?" Tsunade lifted her head and gazed directly at Sakura's face. "Something like that," she said flatly, her eyes twinkling. Sakura was baffled by her mentor's clean facade. Tsunade dropped a stack of papers on the desk with a dismissive air. "I'm afraid we're greatly outnumbered, Sakura. Our troops will stand no chance if this war carries out. It must be stopped." Sakura nodded, unsure what to make of Tsunade's comment. The Hokage was right, of course. The ninjas of Konoha rarely fought as a single unit, and were ready to assemble against a threat like this. In fact, most of the village's ninjas were currently hiding with their families under the false impression that the lockdown was happening because of a present breakout. "Man, that blood prison is a very faulty system!" Very few had the faintest idea Orochimaru was planning to attack, let alone launch the attack today. Sakura, being the Hokage's apprentice and confidant, tended to have the upper hand in learning the important information in a timely manner. Parker had known from the moment the lockdown was announced that this was no ordinary procedure. The climate in Hokage Tower over the past several weeks told her as much. "Tsunade-sama, may I ask what your plan is?" Sakura asked hesitantly. And I had a feeling her mentor was holding a crystal piece of information. Tsunade lowered her eyes to the desk before answering. "Sakura, in the years I have known you, you have flourished not only as my apprentice, but as an independent and determined warrior. You have demonstrated fierce loyalty to my village. Most importantly of all, I trust you." Sakura stared on blankly. This is hardly flattering. What's he getting at? Linking fingers together, Tsunade's expression hardened. "You are a perfect candidate for this mission. It'll be a huge wager, but I've got a good feeling about it. You see, I would go on the mission, but the years have worn my abilities thin." Sakura was perched on the edge of her seat, mind reeling. "What?" "Sakura, I'm assigning you the mission of stopping Orochimaru in his tracks. Sakura's jaw dropped. To the best of your ability, of course. Tsunade added with a smile, as if that would somehow take the edge of her loaded declaration. Sakura was dumbstruck. Tsunade-sama, I'm not sure what you're planning, but I'm a medical ninja. She stammered through the growing dryness in her throat. I'm trained to support powerful ninjas, not to be one. Sure, I've grown a lot in the past few years, but I'm not nearly qualified to stop a Sannin on my own. Sakura rose to her feet, and her palms were clenching. Her breathing was quickened. Her green eyes held traces of steadfast defiance. Whatever Tsunade was planning sounded like complete insanity. Not waver either. Analyzing Sakura's impulsive spiral, she got to her feet and approached the spot where her prize student was standing. I'll get to the point then, she said. So there's this forbidden scroll I never told you about. Opening it comes it, but as it stands, the potential gains outweigh it. Sakura placed a hand on her princess's shoulder and guided her back to her chair. What? Sakura asked. What scroll? Her heart was pounding. Listen carefully to me now, Sakura. Should you accept this mission, your life will never be the same. And if you play your cards right, neither will mine. The powers of this scroll will give you a chance to change her fates. Rewrite the past. Sakura's mind was racing. Rewrite the past? Could you mean time travel? Sakura whispered, her eyes glazing with realization. Tsunade smirked. Precisely. It was this very moment a resonating bang sounded throughout the village. Explosion. Both women raced through the window, spotting in the distance, along the wall near the village gate. An enormous cloud of smoke and flames. Come with me, quickly! Tsunade hissed, traces of panic appearing in her voice. She led Sakura to a staircase that ascended to the lower floors of the tower. Time travel? Sakura repeated, her body growing numb with shock and confusion. This scroll will send me back in time? We don't have long to discuss the details. Tsunade called over her shoulder. But yes, if you agree to this mission, you will devote the remainder of your life to it, and sacrifice your entire existence up to this day. The bonds you've made will disappear and must be rebuilt, or not. Tsunade paused when they reached the door. When she unlocked and opened, behind the door was another flight of stairs leading down to the dark, lower chambers of the chamber. This was all too much to take in. Time travel! Sakura was trying to wrap around the very concept that a scroll containing such powers existed. What about you? Sakura asked hurriedly. I don't know. If you fail the mission, I'll end up here, I suppose. She said as he neared the bottom of the staircase. I'd much rather be retired, honestly. My hope will be that you find a way to make that happen sooner. The gears spinning wildly in Sakura's head. This world would literally be erased. As he neared the door at the end of the dark hallway, another explosion sounded, even larger than the last. As though an earthquake struck as Sakura pressed her hand to the wall for support. The attack is real. Sakura realized his fear started coursing through her. This village could really perish. Tsunade placed her palm on the door, raised her other hand and formed hand seals while muttering the words under her breath. Sakura recognized the jutsu as an unlocking seal. The door opened. Quickly, inside! Tsunade prodded it open, guiding Sakura to the entrance. Once the door bolted shut behind them, Tsunade spoke again, a grim expression on her face. The fate of our world will be resting on our shoulders. It's quite a burden to bear, but I have faith in you. She turned to the cells and cabinets, finding the walls of concrete in a dark room, and began rifling through them. And I believe, given the opportunity to alter the past, there is someone dear to you who you would save, right? Sakura's heart clenched. Him. Why did Tsunade have to bring that up at a time like this? Her thoughts grew foggy. Sakura opened her mouth but immediately closed it, because she didn't know what to say. Tsunade returned to Sakura with a box, a vial of liquid, and a scroll. Time travel scroll, Sakura presumed. Is this actually happening? Events will play out as they were meant to until you intervene. You may discover you don't have to change much. Set objectives for yourself and stick to them. Consider what aspects of your past life could mend the present. Tsunade said when rummaging through the medical supply box and pulling out syringes. Sakura's mouth was parched. The stress of re-entering her past life would be unbearable. How would she know what to change? How would she decide what objectives to prioritize? On the other hand, what would become of her if she refused this opportunity altogether? Just then, another earthquake-like force swept through the village. This time, however, the earthquake wasn't accompanied by an explosion. This time, it was more vicious and prominent than the last. Sakura struggled to keep her balance, and Tsunade held tightly to the iron she had brought forward. Earth style! Tsunade startled, and Sakura realized immediately Tsunade was referring to one of Orochimaru's styles in attack. He was using the digital to tunnel through the earth and enter the village to the ground beneath it. Keep in mind, Tsunade continued over the violent shaking and crashing as the items tumbled from the shelves onto the concrete floor. Keep in mind that each and every decision you make will have a lasting impact on the world as we know it. Do you understand? Yes! Sakura called over the many sounds of glass shattering and ground rumbling. It's hard to take in the immensity of Tsunade's words, or even focus on her at all. Sakura was now clutching the wall, ready to save herself. Tsunade filled the syringe with a pale blue liquid. Then, Neil in one hand, scrolling out, she turned to Sakura fully. Sakura Haruno. Her expression grim but stern. Do you accept this mission? Sakura began. She struggled to form coherent sentences. What should she say? With all the noise and reverberating explosions, it was hard to even form a coherent thought. I realized he said it prodded Sakura to answer, severing her entire screams of protest. I accept Tsunade-sama! As she knew, Sakura was on her knees facing her mentor. The scroll placed in her lap, a syringe poised in Tsunade's hand. You must understand, before you go, begin your new life, this life will freeze. However, if you die in your life before it reaches this present day, the power of the scroll will be undone, and this life will resume. Except, you'll be dead. The wheels were turning in Sakura's mind. But if I do make it to this day in my new life, the timeline will be overwritten. You and the rest of the world will be free to carry on with life as if this one never existed. Sakura gulped. She had to survive up until this day in her new life, 3 days before her 18th birthday. Sakura, the scroll must not fall into wrong hands. Certain individuals hold the power to undo the spell, and likely at the expense of your life. Sakura nodded stiffly. So switched off. Yes, Tsunade-sama, was all she could muster, before continuing to shake violently beneath them. Now, right after I set you with the syringe, you will open the scroll. Got it? Sakura dipped her hand in understanding, her hands trembling, panic and confusion. Is this the right choice? There's something special about you, Sakura, Tsunade said. I'm sure I'll take an appearances on you in your new life. She gripped Sakura's forearm with a free hand, just as the black red crossing marks of the creative rebirth technique sprawled down her own arm. Sakura felt extremely calming with shadow chakra entering her body. Sharp tingling pain spread through her neck. Tsunade ejected the liquid. Sickly, Sakura pulled open the scroll. Very quickly the room started to melt away. Black spots appeared at the corners of her eyes, and the walls caved in, twisting out of proportion as the neutral properties of space and time no longer existed. The ceiling was getting lower and lower, shelves and cabinets shrinking and dissolving. And through all this, Sakura's mind was wondering, where was Orochimaru now? Where were her family and friends? Sakura, came Tsunade's distant, hazy voice. What about him? Sakura used all her energy to focus on the face of her mentor, which was being obscured by the rapidly black spots. You may not create a perfect world, Sakura. Whatever you create, I'm sure as hell it'll be better than the one we got now. Sakura felt a sudden, mad-aggressive laugh. Tsunade sent you. Fables regarding casinos across the ninja world as the biggest loser was betting on Sakura to save the world. What on earth did she get herself into? Good luck, Sakura. Everything went black. Wow, what a great introduction to the story. I sure do hope somebody continues this Sunday. Hint, hint, nuts, nuts, wink, wink, say to them all.